Welcome to the project demonstration of safety helmet system for coal miners. So here we are going to provide a safety system with sensors. Those are mounted on this safety helmet. So those sensors are DHT11 humidity and temperature, smoke sensor, gas sensor, and CO is a chemical released from the chemicals, CO gas, CO sensor. So these four sensors interface to the Arduino Uno, and the input will be read by the Uno board, and when the threshold value crosses, then the system will send the message alert to the receiver section. So this is a monitoring station. Those respective related department will monitor the status, and when the abnormality detected from this one, the same alert will be messaged over here on the LCD display, and buzzer will be get switched on. And also here also buzzer will get switched on for the person to intimate the danger. And also it has one more sensor, like fifth sensor is obstacle sensor. Whenever the obstacle is near to his head, so that will be identified by this IR module, and it will indicate it through the buzzer along with here the buzzer indication. So these three LED indicates show the status for the three abnormal sensors data. So it's smoke, gas, and CO. So here the whole system getting power supply from this rechargeable 12 volt 1 amp battery. So this is the main on off switch. Okay, so this is a rechargeable battery. So in order to recharge this battery, we provided the charging circuit. So this is the charging circuit. So we need to connect the B to the B slot over here, and then just on the power supply to this transformer. So then it will be charged in a duration of 6 to 8 hours maximum. Once 8 hours completes, you can disconnect the charger and you can switch off the charger from the battery. So this is very important. You need to keep the charging for at least 6 hours, maximum of 8 hours. So after that you can disconnect and we can utilize that in our project. So coming to the interfacing connections, so this is the breadboard in order to distribute the 5 volts power supply throughout the input and output sensor modules. So coming to the interfacing, DHT11 this is a digital humidity temperature sensor interface at the 10th pin, and next gas sensor interface at the pin number A2, and the CO sensor interface at A1, and smoke sensor at A0, and these three LEDs alerting purpose interface at 5, 6, 7, and this audible alert for the buzzer interface at the 13th pin, and this IR sensor to detect the obstacles at the 11th pin, and a Zigbee is interface at the Zigbee interface at the transmitter pin of our Uno board. So these are the main inputs and output interfacing for the at this helmet section. So coming to the receiver section, so on this one the receiver module consists of the same Zigbee interface at the B0 B1 of PIC 16F72 microcontroller, and this audio alert purpose the buzzer interface at the C3 pin. C4 is for LED, and this LCD display interface at the pin number B2 to B7. So the receiver section getting power supply from this adapter, and the transmitter is, as we discussed, from the battery. So let us see the demonstration. So initially we need to switch on this helmet section. Why? Because the sensors has to stabilize properly. So right now it is start heat up. The smoke sensor initially it is starting getting heat up. Once it was stabilized, then this particular green light will get switched off. So we need to wait till time. Right now it is now it's working mode. So for the obstacles, so here we can see that the white color is the transmitter and the black color is the receiver module. So whenever the obstacle is present in front of that, the transmitted IR rays will reflect by the surface of this object, and the reflected rays will be received by this IR receiver black LED, and that will be given as input signal to our Uno board. Then we will get the audible alerts. Right. After this confirmation, now we can on the receiver section. So that's very important. We should check here. We should check the smoke sensor. When it is normal, then on this receiver module. So now we can see the alert messages will be displayed on this receiver module along with audible alerts. So now if we provide any gas inputs, so let us use the lighter to provide the gas input over here. So I am providing the gas inputs. So for every sensor input, the light indicator will be, let's see that. So the light on the gas sensor on, So the respective LED also will getting switched on. We can see that. Right. So now the gas smoke sensor is giving input. Let it stabilize one. Right. Now it is normal. Because these two sensors were utilized for smoke and gas inputs. Because those are actually combustible gas sensors coming to the smoke inputs. So red LED on. Right. So we can change the sensitivity also. For that purpose, we need to just remove this, and the back side of this sensor there is a potentiometer. From that we can set the limits for buzzer audible purpose. And the next, provide the CO. So it's a chemical sensor. So light on, yellow light, CO alert. And coming to the humidity also, for that purpose we need to blow the hot air on this humidity sensor from our mouth. You can see the normal. I'm just blowing my air, hot air. Right. So humidity alert. You can see now. Right. So like the same way, if the temperature also increases, then you will get the same alerts on the LCD display for the receiver section also here. Right. So here we are providing the 12 volts power supply. Not directly to the Arduino Uno board. So I forgot about this LM2596, so which is a buck converter, which is act as a regulator here. So it will take 12 volts DC input and provide us the 5 volts constant regulated power supply for DC to operate this input and output sensor modules.